Here we go. Our producer says it's time to start Laura Kane After Dark, second episode of the week. Feeling a little bit rushed. I'm not going to lie.
Take your time.
Producer Brian.
Take your time.
I'm feeling like, by the way, I'm Laura Kane. This is Erik Rimmer. That is producer Brian.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting a vibe like you got somewhere to be and not here.
Yeah, I do. I have somewhere to be after this.
Oh my God.
Well, like, do you need to be out by a certain time? Like, should I know this?
Yeah, I do have to be out by a certain time.
Are these plans that you have made on a Monday night?
Yeah, I do have plans. I have plans to go home after this.
My God. You're going to be home in plenty of time. It's not that long.
Actually, my throat's a little sore tonight. My throat's a little sore tonight.
Oh, somebody's getting sick.
And someone's being a real pain in the butt about it. Watch your dog, Laura.
Hey! Oh,
oh, I'm sorry. Elvis, don't rush her, okay? Jesus.
I'm very sensitive, I guess.
Oh
Really?
my God.
Like the third time she's almost cried tonight.
I know. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Oh my God.
I'm like a
I
ball
guess
of
after
nerves.
a colossal defeat.
Well, no, look. We had a battle of the besties on Tuesday, the first episode of the week. And Eric's BFF number one, still, Marla,
Crushed Laura.
came in, and we love having her in because she's so funny. And
She really is.
we did a battle. Erik read questions, and then whoever got closest or answered first, and we took points, and she won by a landslide. Mm-hmm. So she claims her number one spot.
And Laura claims somewhere between 3 and 6 now.
I would like to point out that Marla was kind enough to offer the 1.5.
Yes, she did give you a pity spot. I'd like to point out 1.5 is not a real spot.
But that was a sign of friendship.
The olive branch.
Yes.
Look, if 1.5 makes you so happy, it's probably a sign you're down by like 5.
1.5. I'm ecstatic right now.
Well, that means she likes you because that means that you're close to her. Like if she didn't like you, you would be
Or she
like,
felt bad.
You'd be
No,
like-
I felt the closeness. You know what?
Okay.
You're right. I felt close.
Yeah.
See, now he's looking at his watch. No, Brian, please.
What?
Do you go ahead? You want to put your jammies on right now or something? You want me to get you a snack or whatever?
Love your podcast. Let's roll back to roll back to the start screen.
He's
I
looking
have
at
a watch,
his
a smartwatch that vibrates if I give a notification, so I checked it.
By the way, I stopped wearing mine because it's rude. Don't you think that's rude?
No, I don't.
You don't find it? Do you find it rude when somebody is you're talking to somebody and they're looking at their watch because it pings?
If they have a smartwatch and I go, oh, they got a notification. Okay, is this less rude if I go
If you pull out your phone
and
do
glance at it?
That's even worse.
That is more rude. Yes.
So me just going and then putting it down?
It just means that your attention has gone from what we were talking about to something else.
Maybe
Or
if
he
you
could
were-
be thinking, how much longer are you going to flap your gums?
If you were more captivating, maybe I would have felt the need to check my watch.
She's been through a lot in the last
Why are you
hour.
rushing me? I'm just trying to check my watch right here. Jeez.
Oh my God. There's about an 80% chance of showers happening
Oh man.
on the podcast.
Oh boy.
Don't you have like a
boy.
show to run or something to host?
Do you want me to talk about something sad?
No.
Oh,
No, I do not. I do not.
I'll tell you a story. Tonight I went and cried myself to sleep because Laura was being so mean to me because I checked the notification on my watch.
Oh my God. If I found out you cried over something I did,
do you know what?
I would be actually happy.
I was going to say, do you know how happy she would be? Oh my God.
She's like, I made Brian feel something.
That is exactly why I had an effect on him. I actually made a difference.
Would you like me to cry?
No.
Oh.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Before we talk about a show that we both happened to binge the same time.
Yes.
You guys have got to see this. We need to thank and listen and learn about our fabulous podcast sponsors.
Oh my God. Hi, Jay. Hi, Monique. Hi, Dr. Riedler.
La Jolla Cosmetic Surgery Center is the place to go if you're looking to rejuvenate your appearance, tighten and shape your body, and just do something special for yourself. You deserve to look your very best.
La Jolla Cosmetic Surgery Center offers over 90 procedures and treatments for a natural, youthful appearance. They are absolutely the best in the business. Try out their treatment planner at glamfam.com. It's so easy and amazing to use.
We can't say enough great things about their board-certified plastic surgeons, and guess what? They offer flexible payment plans so you can start your journey to a better you right now.
Free consultations, too. The very best in the business is in our own backyard. How lucky are we?
Make sure you tell them that Laura Kane After Dark sent you. We love everything about La Jolla Cosmetic Surgery Center. Go to glamfam.com. Are you ready to take control of your financial future? Look no further than Jay Wartzler, your trusted and our favorite certified financial planner.
Life is full of financial decisions, and with 30 plus years of experience and a dedication to your financial well-being, Jay is your partner in achieving your financial goals.
So if you're at or near retirement and you want to know if you have sufficient assets and income sources for a comfortable retirement, or if you are simply changing jobs and you're unsure about what your options are with your current retirement plan, please reach out to Jay.
Jay Wertzler and the team at Capital Growth go the extra mile to ensure your financial success. Their office is a one-stop shop for financial advising, estate planning, tax preparation, and divorce analysis. Call Jay today at 858-552-6960 or email him at jayw@capitalgrowthinc.com.
No. Okay. During the commercials, I'm like, Erik, we were talking about something. I'm like, Erik, wait, what is it that I told you to remind me of? And he's like, I don't know. I don't remember. It sucks getting old, doesn't it? It sucks. Damn, I don't remember anything. Stop it. Okay. Anyway, we had a little date night, Erik and I. Mm-hmm. What was it? Like Thursday? I don't, what's today? It was last week. I think it was Thursday or Wednesday last week.
Me and the old ball and chain.
We watched Vanderpump.
We did.
And we just kind of hung out and talked about some stuff. It was really fun. It was like an impromptu. And I said, I'll bring something over for you to eat. And we loved the place down the street called Saffron. They have these amazing salad rolls. They have shrimp, chicken, and tofu. And I always get the tofu ones because I really wanted to eat healthy.
And I get the chicken. Yes. That was the key to this whole situation was Laura said, I want to eat healthy.
Because in the salad rolls, there's lettuce, there's cucumber and carrots, and then the tofu. And I felt like I needed to eat something healthy.
She did.
Mm-hmm.
So would you like me to?
Go ahead, whatever.
We finished the meal, and I look across the table at Laura. We're sitting at my dining room table, and she's holding in her hand a wad of it's just a wad of cash. And I'm like, what is that? And she goes, oh, it's that stuff, that lettuce. And I said, do you mean the healthy stuff out of the lettuce wrap?
I didn't even realize.
I don't want any of this.
That I pick out the vegetables out of things that I eat that have vegetables in them.
I said, so all you ate was the tofu? And she was so annoyed.
I dipped the tofu in the sauce and I had like the outside thing.
That is so gross.
Oh my gosh.
It's like really gross.
So much for eating healthy.
Gross about what?
You should
What's
just
gross?
ask them if they can put the tofu in with a bunch of jelly beans and like
Gummy bears. Yeah.
and the sauce could be, a
Red Bull.
a Red Bull, yeah.
I am not the only person on this planet that doesn't like salads or like lettuces. I don't find those things tasty.
Then why don't you order a lettuce wrapped tofu?
Because it, like, all together, the bite has all those different things. I can tolerate it.
But you took out the lettuce.
Because it got a little too overwhelming for me because there was more in it than I wanted there to be.
Lettuce has like no flavor. How is it overwhelming?
There was more in it than she wanted there to be, which means there was everything in it that she didn't want.
Oh, jeez.
I know the whole thing. Whatever. Anyway,
It was hilarious.
The point of this story is, oh no, we didn't watch it together, but we talked about it.
Oh, yeah.
OMG. There's a show.
Yep.
4 episodes, 5 episodes?
4, I think.
Okay. It's on.
Hulu? Is it Hulu?
It's not Hulu. It's either Prime or
it's-
Paramount or Peacock or something. It's one of those.
I think it's HBO Max.
Oh, or HBO Max.
I think.
I don't know. I have them all. Well, anyway, okay. It's called Quiet on the Set.
Oh my God.
What really went on with the kids in kids TV. It was all about Nickelodeon and behind the scenes, and when Nickelodeon was huge in the late 90s and the early 2000s. I remember Charlie kind of maybe, but no, Evan loved like this. She loved the one that the Amanda Bynes show.
Oh, yeah.
And all the ones that followed that on Nickelodeon. Oh, the one with Ariana Grande.
Oh yeah.
And then Drake and Josh she loved. But it's a documentary about how these kids were treated. The production heads, what they did to these kids, what they had these kids do, like that were simulating other things.
Oh my God.
And how they are now adults, these kids who are in these TV shows, and they're talking about their experience and how it shaped their lives, harmed their lives. They're now in therapy because of it.
Well, and it's important to note that Ariana Grande, Amanda Bynes, and the other one, Jeanette McCurdy, who were prominently featured in the documentary, don't appear at all. And they were the ones that had the most done to them. I would have been singing like a canary, but, you know.
Why do you think Ariana Grande stayed quiet about this?
She's
Probably
the
because-
biggest in the industry.
Yeah,
still.
because of her career. She just has a new album that's coming out. She probably was like, nope.
Don't you think that would help her by coming out and saying, yes, these things happen, and I feel so.
No,
you know.
because with the whole Weinstein thing, look at the careers that it hurt. Ashley Judd, a lot of them have not done movies since because they were considered the whistleblowers. And
like Jeanette McCurdy, has she done anything?
no, but she wrote a book
Yeah,
called
that-
I'm Glad My Mom Died.
I think there's also probably an element, and I hopefully not, but I'm sure there's probably an element where most of the people that did speak up don't really have anything going on for them, or they've been in trouble with some pretty serious things, like the one guy from Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
I forget his name. So that may be. I hope they have good intentions, but it may be a little try to claim for relevance again. So
Well, in the documentary, at one point, there were 3 pedophiles working on a children's show. I was like, how does that get past,
Right.
a screening?
The big name on this series called Quiet on the Set was the guy that played Drake. What's his name?
Drake Bell.
Oh, Drake Bell, duh. So he actually is interviewed and he talks about everything. And boy, is it shocking.
he just got recently charged with I think it was something to do with a minor. So he's also been in hot water too.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, it was texting something, or allegedly texting something to somebody that was underage.
Yeah. I believe he actually got
Really?
convicted too. I don't think he got charged. I think he was convicted recently.
Yeah, allegedly. I'm not sure what the whole thing was, but
This makes me really kind of mad right now.
Well, I'm sure in small part he is maybe trying to spin things a little bit so he seems a little more sympathetic, which I get. I mean, maybe some of his choices are a result of things that he experienced, but I mean, there's probably very few true angels in Hollywood, so I'm sure, well, I mean, everyone's...
Well, don't you think that if things like that happen to you as a growing adult, as a kid, that it would shape you in a certain way
I'm
to
sure.
have a propensity for that? I don't
it definitely
know.
could.
I don't know. I came away from that really feeling for him.
Yeah.
And his dad and
well, the dad, that's the sad thing, is the dad knew and he did everything. The parents were divorced. They got divorced. And the dad saw what was going on. And here's my thing. They showed the clip of him, a video of him doing the same thing to Leonardo DiCaprio on the set of something when Leonardo DiCaprio was a kid. I'm wondering how long it's going to take for Leonardo DiCaprio to come out and go, hey, nothing happened with me. Because it was the same like rubbing down the arm and down the small of the back and all that touchy-feely stuff. And, you know, it was strange, but I felt really bad for the dad because the dad saw something inappropriate about to go down, and he was like, made it a point to say, I want that guy to stay away from my son.
The parents, they interviewed some of the parents of these child stars, and they were like, God, I wish I never would have done this.
Yeah, if I had a hint of what was going on, I'd pull my kid out immediately.
Oh my gosh. But then you know, there's the money and the brand new house and the notoriety and the fame, and these parents half the time were scared to say anything because they didn't want their kids to be mad at them, you know?
Well, they interviewed
in case something
the
happened, you know,
mom of one of the girls, and the mom has come under a lot of fire. And I don't remember what the girl's name was, but it was her first acting gig. It was the only thing she ever wanted to do. And this guy that was the PA.
Yes, that was a bad
now,
one.
what mother would you as a mother allow your young daughter to correspond with like a 40-year-old?
No.
Via, you know, and all of a sudden the daughter like gets up and slams her bedroom door, like shuts down the computer, and the mom's like, what's going on? And the daughter showed her, and this guy had exposed himself and said, this is what I do when I think about you, over a minor.
Yeah.
And the girl never acted again. She got out of this. It was like her first and last thing that she ever did.
Killed her spirit. That's just so
But
sad.
the mom was like, I didn't want to go to the police. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do that. And I'm like,
that's crazy to me.
Well, here's the thing. As a mother, which you guys obviously can't know how that feels. There's that knowing that something is weird and having that weird gut feeling and seeing something that is not quite right. And then also wanting your child to be happy, knowing that they're doing something they completely love and have always wanted to do. It must have been really hard for that woman. I understand.
How do you balance the risk of your kid getting molested?
Right.
If I get an inkling of that, I'm sorry if I ruin their career for the rest of their life.
Me too.
That's going to happen.
Even though I'm not a
this is for
parent,
them.
I would be on the phone with the cops.
Yeah.
That second. I don't
agree.
care if my kid hated me for the rest of their life.
100%. Yeah.
Because you're literally ruining your kid's life. Like they're just being set up to be.
And then, well, there's also the element of, I mean, back then, nothing really had happened like that before. And also, I don't know. I'm just trying to play the devil's advocate a little bit.
I don't know if there's a real devil's advocate. Like,
these parents really feel bad now.
Well, they
obviously.
should, because they let it. I mean, I don't want to say they let it happen, but it's their job to prevent that from happening,
Right.
and they didn't. I mean, I really hope none of them were turning a blind eye. But there's no devil's advocate position where your kid comes back and goes, you know what? It was worth it. I got famous off of it, so I don't mind the fact that terrible things were done to me. I've never seen anyone say that.
Do you remember the movie Doubt?
I don't think
Yes.
And Viola Davis found out that her son was being molested by a priest. And I'll never forget that scene where she knew it was happening, but she said it was only for the summer because or something like that. The kid was going to be leaving to go to school or something. And she said it was just that short time, but it was going to get him where he wanted to go. And it ruined his life, and so, but she didn't say anything because she knew her son wanted to achieve whatever he was going to achieve. But I thought, what a price.
Yeah.
I
don't think. Yeah.
Like I would have probably killed the guy. Like, I mean,
I know the parents looking back really, really, really have remorse. And
Yeah.
the one mom said, I would never put my kid in television or any that atmosphere ever. After what I've been through and seen.
well,
even
then
now,
that one guy said that they worked them all these extra hours. Like they said, hey,
oh my God, the way they treated women on the set, the women writers, they made them split a salary.
Yeah, and then he made the one say, hey, tell us about, bend over and pretend like you're being sodomized and tell us about.
We're basically telling you the whole movie, but
Like,
yeah.
But I mean, I'm like, what? And she did it
I know.
because she needed the job. And I'm like, oh my God. what?
It's hard to watch. But it's very interesting.
And I heard today that there's going to be more episodes.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if it's going to be. I allegedly. I don't know, but I wonder if it's going to take a turn with a different show or something, because I felt like that was
producing.
Yeah, I felt like that was pretty wrapped up at the end. So
it might do Disney.
Yeah.
Well, when you were growing up, when you were young, did you prefer the Disney Channel or Nickelodeon?
I didn't watch Nickelodeon. I didn't watch a lot of TV as a kid, though. I wasn't a TV kid.
What were you? Movie or book kid?
I was book, Legos, play outside. Also, I watched a lot of movies. TV was. I hate ads. I don't like watching commercials.
When I was young, they didn't have all that stuff. We had 3 TV channels,
Yeah.
and you had to get up. You had to get up to turn it. They had rabbit ears when I was a kid. If that,
Oh my god.
There was no computer.
no computer.
Yeah, I know
No
what,
internet.
I know
it's
what
just-
the world looked like.
I was alive. I was young. I don't know, probably 10 when the beta player came out.
I used to have a beta player.
That's how. Yeah.
Oh my god! But it was a simpler time.
Kids got molested during that simple time.
Oh my god!
Well, I mean, I'm wondering if they'll do like a whole like different strokes and all that stuff. Like what happened to those kids,
Well-
because the kid that played Gary Coleman.
He was all messed up.
Oh,
he came
he was-
into the studio one time. We interviewed him on the radio, and he was very angry, very, very, very angry person, and it was really sad.
Yeah, and Dana Plato, who played Kimberly Drummond, she got
Mackenzie
into-
Phillips,
Yeah.
like all. TV's not a place for kids, or wasn't. Maybe it's completely changed because of all of this. But boy, it's called Quiet on the Set.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It
really
is
good.
something else. And another one to watch. It is a barn burner, and you look at her totally differently now. It's on Peacock, and it's called Stormy. It's the Stormy Daniels documentary, and she's the porn star that had the little dalliance with Trump.
Yeah.
And man, is that something. But she is smart and she's funny. But what happened to her is insane.
Okay.
Like what? Because I mean, I don't really care for people that monetize their kind of boring stories. Like, she got paid by Trump to bang him. Like, that's not that interesting to me.
That's
No,
why I
but-
wouldn't watch it.
No,
Same
but
thing.
see, here's the
but-
thing. That's what a lot of people think, but that's not exactly what happened. So, she was working a golf tournament in just a Reader's Digest version, and he said, "I like you because you're smart." They got into a conversation. He said, "I like how you're building your empire. I like how smart you are, that you're business savvy, that you're producing, you're doing all this stuff. You would be a great candidate for The Apprentice." And that's how that ball got rolling.
I mean,
does it get
still a
juicy? I
porn
mean,
star.
is it
Yeah,
like- okay.
it does. And I think a lot of people equate her, and she even says in the documentary, "I'm so sick and tired of seeing porn star Stormy Daniels in front of my name. Like, I've done nothing. Like, that's all that there is to me."
No, but that is important. It's an important qualifier for
It is. It's what
situation.
sells headlines, because a president and a porn star is, salacious and everything. But what happens to her with it, you would not even believe it.
Has Monica Lewinsky done a documentary?
a couple, I think.
Yeah, I
she's
think
done
she has.
Well, she's at least interviews.
Because
I don't know if there's been a full-blown documentary on her, but this one was worth watching because it literally just shows you what power can do.
I'm sure. I think we have a weird tendency in society to idolize people that don't really need to be idolized.
Oh,
like-
of course.
Oh, absolutely.
Monica Lewinsky, I feel like, is a little different because there's an element of coercion there. With Stormy Daniels, he paid a porn star to hook up with him. Like, I don't know. Like, she's not a hero. I don't know. To me, I don't really see like a sympathetic tale there. I mean, but maybe
and
like,
here's the
what has
thing.
she done for society or to help?
not even that.
or
But
further
I don't feel bad for her.
Well, you might change your opinion when you watch it,
All right, maybe I will.
because I went in thinking, and you come out thinking of seeing it totally differently.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to defend Trump because
Yeah.
the dude stripped a porn star.
Yeah. But well, he hasn't been exactly truthful in a lot of things.
Sure.
And she just doesn't care. She's just like, I'm telling the truth. I've got nothing to lose. And
Maybe.
Right now I'm sad because I truly believe the best in everybody. And I believe people are honest.
They're not.
Usually. And I always get burned. Like now I'm feeling like, really? Drake Bell had some controversy and so now like my feelings are changing a little bit. Like I've went full force into supporting him and being sad for him. And yes, those things shouldn't have happened to him, but now it's tarnished a little bit for me.
But people are also in a scale of, they're not black and white, they're in a scale of gray. So Drake Bell, for example, I mean, yeah, he did some terrible things. There's probably something to do with the fact that terrible things were done to him as a kid. Stormy Daniels, she may have been put in a weird situation where she was somewhat victimized by a very powerful man. At the same time, though, she was a porn star and she got, paid to sleep with Trump. I'm sure there was a part of her that was a good deal. And honestly, if I was in her shoes, maybe I would have done the same too. I'm sure she got paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like and maybe, maybe there was more to that situation, but people are not just good and bad. They do good things and they do bad things. So,
well, and the media tends to also sensationalize everything because it does sell,
of course, yeah,
papers and whatever.
I mean, it's just like, is everything just corrupt?
pretty much.
Yeah.
I just wish it wasn't,
Yeah.
But
I wish things were just like.
Things are both corrupt and also good. So, you take it for what you can.
Speaking of that, I saw a show, I think it's on Netflix. It's called The Disappearance of Flight MH17.
MH370. Yeah.
Oh, is that any
I don't
good?
What?
I don't want to hear the aliens. pictures.
No.
right,
I'm not going alien on you. I'm not going at all.
I've heard that one.
I'm not at all alien on this one. But it's just about an airplane, a Boeing 777 filled with 236 passengers just disappeared off the radar and disappeared forever or did it. Like, I'm not going to give anything away, but it takes twists and turns who's lying, who's telling the truth, is this real, what really happened, is it this person, is it that person, where are these people, you know what I mean?
Oh
my gosh,
I don't know what
it's good.
I've heard some of the
It's
theories.
really good.
I heard one theory that it was kidnapped by aliens, and there's a alleged video of that happening, which I'm pretty a bunch of bull,
Okay,
but it seems pretty clear that the pilot was doing like a mass suicide.
They do make that case, but then there's something else that happened that they're like, well, wait a minute, it could be this other thing. Anyway, it's so interesting. So those are some of our picks, right?
Mm-hmm. And there's a new one.
Oh yeah, you wanted to tell me about this, or
It's
everybody.
on Apple TV Plus. It's called Palm Royale. It's with Kirsten Wiig, Carol Burnett,
So it's funny.
Allison
or serious?
Janney. It is so good. It's funny. It's 3 episodes in. I think new episodes air on Wednesdays, and it is.
Is it like White
awesome.
Lotus-ish?
Yes, it's very White Lotus-y, and it's very it's awesome.
Okay.
She is fantastic. Ricky Martin's in it. Josh, he was in that Reese Witherspoon movie,
I think I let my
Sweet
Apple
Home Alabama.
TV subscription die, but I'll cook it back up if it's worth it.
It is great.
Okay. And
you can come over and watch it on my.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
And your cable, because you have cable too.
I do.
I know. I miss cable. I do. I really do.
I don't. I hate cable. It's the worst.
Anyway. So what are you have a movie or something?
I went and saw on Friday the new Ghostbusters movie, not Afterlife, Frozen Empire. I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan.
Okay. I'm just curious to know how many are there. I didn't realize there were more than two.
Let me break it down.
Okay.
There's the 1984 classic Ghostbusters.
Right.
There's the 1989 semi-classic, terrible movie Ghostbusters 2, which is oddly my mom's favorite. Then there is the 2016 reboot, female reboot, which was...
Oh, yes, with Kristen Wiig, right?
Which is fairly terrible.
Okay.
It started out good, got really bad. And then there was the 2021 reboot, Ghostbusters Afterlife, starring their new young cast and Paul Rudd, which was actually pretty good. And this is the sequel to that one.
Okay.
I can't.
It's okay. It's not great.
Is Paul Rudd back?
Yeah. Paul
Okay.
Rudd, I mean, Paul Rudd's never bad in a movie. I mean, he's been in bad movies, but he's never been bad in a movie. So he's fun in it. It's all right. They bring back all the old people that are still alive. Briefly.
You know, I wouldn't even know right now what movie is new, what movie is
Everything's
is old.
streaming. Yeah.
It's just like
it comes out so fast.
I miss going to the movies, but
I do too. That's
Me
why
too.
I specifically went, because I do that. Well, I'll just wait for it to go on streaming. But I wanted to go see it in the movies. It was worth it. Had a good time. It was a little expensive, but
it is so fun to go to the movies. But I wish I would have seen
We have to do
Oppenheimer.
another family night.
Okay. Oh, what's coming up? Anything scary? Oh, that one
Sting.
thing.
I wanna
No,
see
it's
Sting.
a Ouija. It's about
oh no, well there's
seance
Tarot.
or something. Tarot.
That one looked
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I saw a
Tarot
trailer
looks
for that.
good. And there's also a new one coming out called the new Quiet Place movie is coming out, which looks good. Hey, okay. So here I have an update on Drake Bell for you.
Oh.
I
Okay.
just texted him and asked him, and he sent me a
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. I forgot.
via Wikipedia.
Okay.
It says Bell was arrested on December 21st, 2015 for driving under the influence in Glendale.
Okay, he mentions that.
2:45 a.m. witnessed him swerving and driving over the speed limit, blah, blah, blah. In August 2020, his former girlfriend, Melissa Lingefeld, alleged him of verbal and physical abuse during their 3-year relationship in the late 2000s. Lingefeld also accused Bell of inappropriate behavior regarding underage girls. Bell had denied the allegations. June 4th, 2021, he was arrested in Cleveland, Ohio on charges relating to attempted endangering of children and disseminating matter harmful to juveniles. A public information officer with the
Arrested? That's not good.
It
Oh,
said
God.
the 15-year-old victim who had established a relationship with Bell several years prior attended his concert in December 2017. While there, Bell violated his duty of care and in doing so created a risk of harm to the victim. He pleaded not. He was 31 at the time of the alleged incident, and the victim was 15.
Say that he did anything.
No, so it probably means they couldn't get him fully on like statutory rape charges or anything, but there was enough there for.
Yeah, because it
concern.
says he pleaded not guilty and was freed on a $2,500 personal bond and was ordered to provide a DNA sample. He agreed to have no contact with the accuser in the case with a pretrial hearing scheduled for June 23rd. On June 23rd, he pleaded guilty to both charges. On July 12th, 2021, Bell's accuser, then 19, made a public appearance and statement accusing him of sexually assaulting her while she was underage. In addition to the endangerment charges, Bell was sentenced to 2 years of probation and 200 hours of community service, which he was permitted to complete in California. He was not allowed to have any contact with his victim.
Bingo, there's the big one.
My God. I feel duped. I kind of feel duped.
You could have Googled it. It was big
I wouldn't
news.
have known what to Google because I
Drake Bell.
believed. I mean, I just wow.
It was big news, though.
It still sucks. What happened? I mean, it's
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't detract from what happened to him, and maybe those two things are causally linked. But you know,
Well, I think also it's. I think it would be very similar to a young child growing up and watching a parent abuse another parent,
Right,
where they are conditioned to that, and there's that area where they, even though they're an adult, they can't dissimulate between what's right and what's horribly wrong.
You know what else I got from that documentary? He is very talented, Drake Bell. I thought he's hysterically, has great timing, he's a good physical comedy actor. Amanda Bynes from the get was
she
so
is messed up now.
talented. Oh my
She was
God, she was
so
good.
talented.
And but that environment was just horrific.
I'm sure that plays a part in it.
Oh yes, it sure
I mean,
does.
the lesson really is to parents: make sure you are aware of, make sure your kids are safe.
It's yes, and all those parents were right there. They were right there.
I don't know. You gotta. I mean, I get it, but
Well, I think,
your
you know,
It just
job.
sucks a lot.
It does.
well, and I think that they were putting a lot of trust, you know, because it's not
they
just,
were.
it's just not people in the film and television industry. You know, you put your trust in a teacher that they're going to take care of your kids. And look how many times you hear that a teacher's had an affair with a student, Mary Kate Letourneau,
Yeah.
you know, or a principal or a priest or a doctor, anything like that. It's like, Jesus, who do you like?
You know what? Something this weekend, I got a weird feeling, and tell me what you think. On Backstage, you know, that thing that I'm on, that I try to get acting gigs and voiceovers mainly. Anyway, and I'm horrible at it, but it's just addicting to see what's out there, right? So there was one it was like a student film in San Diego, and it was, I think, not paid very little or unpaid, but I'm like, you know what, why not? Whatever. So they contact me. Very brief. They kind of give me like, we want you to come, meet us at this address. Can you do Saturday? And here's one little side of the script. Something told me this is a setup. Am I watching too much Dateline, or am I being smarter than I used to be? Or are they? Or what?
No,
what would
I think
you
if
have
you,
thought?
I think if
Anything?
your little voice tells you something isn't right,
Sure did. It really
don't do
did.
it.
And I didn't.
good.
They just gave me an address, and I, at first, of course, I'm flattered that they chose me. You know, I mean, that's an ego boost. You know, I'm not going to lie about that. But then something just wasn't right, and it was my gut. I don't know. Oh, I hate saying this. I hate saying it. I wasn't planning on saying this out loud, but I think you just have to trust your gut.
Well, I remember,
And I bet a lot of those parents did have some weird feelings, but just didn't go on them.
I think it's an easy situation to overlook it when the reward is in return is really high.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, and I don't want to cast too much judgment because I've never been in that position, but you know, your one job is really to protect your kids, and they very well may have been, you know, being a little risky. Maybe it's just that's all it was. They were being a little risky for a high reward, and you know.
True.
we know, and I
Well-
you know, sometimes you see those. I mean, you know, way back when I had met a lot of those child stars, and I remember a lot of them for being so young. I remember thinking, man, I would have never got away. I would never get away with this with my parents, you know, because I auditioned for stuff, and my parents would have never let me behave like that in a million years. And they can be bratty and run the roost. Like, I think in the
Well, they're the moneymaker. They're the ones that are putting the roofs over the house.
didn't one of them in the documentary say that in the family home, she was the child actor and she had the master bedroom, and that the parents were kind of afraid of her, you know? And I was like, that's where you have everybody by the short hairs.
I mean, if you pay the bills,
Yeah.
you know, as a 8-year-old, 10-year-old, 13-year-old.
And you know what? As a parent, look, we're doing the best we can with what we
Yeah.
have. I mean, I'm sure those parents did the best they could.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe.
I
There's
get
some
a
bad actors when it comes to parents too in that arena, but you know.
true, but
Well, and I think a lot of them also, I bet if you did a poll, a lot of those parents are living vicariously through their kids.
100%.
They wanted to be a child star, or they wanted to be in movies.
Of course.
And their kids are getting them at least that sensation of being on set, you know.
And it's not their kids' money, actually. It is their money because their kid legally can't, you know, have the money. So it's pretty nice when your kid's buying you, you know, whatever you want. So I'm sure it's hard to keep up on that. And maybe they didn't know. Maybe some of them were, you know, I think a lot of them probably were playing it kind of risky. And
and a lot of those parents were just so happy because their kids from a very young age, that's all they ever wanted to do. When they finally had that opportunity, the parents felt so good about themselves that they were able to provide that wish that dream come true for their kid.
Well, you know, that one kid, I mean, he was so young when he was on that show, and he said several times during his interview, I just wanted to have a better life for my family. I wanted to get us out of like I guess they didn't live in a very good place and stuff. And he goes, I just wanted to get out. And then he got canceled. They were like, nope, we don't need you anymore.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure.
Because they said the mom was too hands-on.
I would,
Yeah.
I would be too, though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just drop my kid off at the studio. they'd be in eyesight the
Well,
entire
and
time.
that's what happened with Drake Bell is the mom was like, this guy will come to Glendale or Orange County and get you and take fine.
Yeah, no.
And she let him spend the night at his house, because she was like, oh, you can spend the night there. And then I'm like, man, how bad must she feel?
The parents all feel really
And
bad.
honestly, though, like, I mean, not to sound too bad, she should, though. Like, I mean, that's crazy.
Well, that was the turning part was the girlfriend, the mom got on the horn and said, if you don't do something, I will, because something is going on between this man and your underage son.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you better get to step in and figure something out because there is no way there's not something going on. There was something going on.
Moral of the story is parents, watch out for your kids.
Yeah.
Do your best as you always have and put their interests first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy. And again, good show. Quiet on the set.
Yeah.
Right?
I need to watch it.
Woo! Okay. We have one more. We have time for your little story.
Oh, God.
And it reminds me of something that has happened to me in the past. But yes. So Erik calls me kind of embarrassed, a little bit frantic.
In a somewhat of a panic.
Yes.
So I told you that when you were over, you were looking at some of my photographs that I've been editing.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
And I had gone to see one of the people that I'm going to be working with, shipping and stuff. And I was leaning over. He was sitting at his desk and showing me like the shipping things and the frames and stuff like that. And he paused and I'm not paying. I'm just looking at the computer screen. I was standing. I'd come back around and I was standing. He was sitting in on the keyboard. And he goes, Mr. Rimmer? And I said, yes. And he goes, your dick is resting on my hand.
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
And I was like, what? And I was leaning over and it was just boink, like right
on the back of his head.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I had pants on.
You didn't even feel it.
No.
He thought it was the desk.
This is why we wear underwear. So we can prevent
I
that
was
from happening.
so horrified.
I would be. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Thank God, poor little
Mr.
old man.
Rimmer, your monster cock is just dangling. and hidden
Oh
in
my
hand.
God. I was so I immediately called her.
And it immediately reminded me of my hairdresser when I was younger in high school. It was a man. And
what? Oh.
he kind of stood kind of with it out, but that was just his posture. He kind of like,
Laura, stop spreading your legs.
Well-
Jesus, there's a camera right here.
Sharon Stone.
Yeah, seriously.
I didn't realize it was that low. Anyway, so he kind of was leaning back like that. And when he would come up close to like cut my hair, or his dick would like rub up against my like side because it was sticking out kind of. And I remember feeling that.
Ew.
And I'm sure that happens with like when you get your hair cut by a female or they're washing don't you get a boob rub every once in a while by accident?
Yeah.
If it happens, I don't notice
yeah.
it.
So it happens with dicks too. Don't feel bad.
I was
but
horrified.
as a man, I'd be hyper aware though if my crotch is that close to like, someone like that. Would be very aware of that though.
Were you thinking that it was just a piece of furniture or something?
I thought it was just I wasn't even thinking, but I thought I was just leaning against the edge of the desk. I didn't realize his hand was there.
with your dick.
Oh,
If that happened
God.
to Laura, she'd just like cry in the bathroom for like 3 hours.
If that happened to me, With him or a stranger?
A stranger.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine if somebody at your nail salon was like, Miss Kane, your vagina is rubbing against my hand?
Yeah, I'd hang myself from the ceiling fan.
Oh my God. I just couldn't get out of there fast enough.
That's so awkward.
Oh my God, I just hit my dog in the face. I forgot that he was even sitting
Literally,
here.
I would go, oh, I'm sorry. I'll be right back. I'd open a window and I would jump out of it from like a third story.
I would have jumped out the window had I not been on the first floor.
Yeah.
My God.
Body parts get in the way
I would be like,
sometimes.
I'll be right back. I'd take off in a sprint. They'd watch me sprint through the open door. I'd leave it open. I'd run into traffic. That's what
I should have just backed my car into a garage and put a hose from the exhaust pipe into the window.
I'm laughing, but are you talking if it was me?
No, if I did that to somebody.
Oh, okay.
If you did it to me, I'd drink bleach or something.
That's what I thought you were talking about. I'm like, Mike.
No, yeah. If I did that to somebody, I'd hang myself. If you did it to me, I probably would also have to kill myself.
I mean, Laura, what if you were uploading the podcast and I was leaning over the desk watching you and you're like, Erik, your dick is resting on the back of my hand.
She would like grab it as a joke. She'd like flick it.
You know what? I wouldn't say anything. I probably just
You'd probably jiggle my balls.
She probably wouldn't notice, then accidentally like knee it or elbow it really hard.
I know that's totally what
She'd
would
be like
happen.
this.
But no, that is the thing that happens in life. Don't feel bad about it.
Well,
Don't feel weird about it.
You might want to wear underwear when people are at you.
Oh yeah, I mean that you had a. Were they jeans this thick or were they like thin dress pants?
no, they were jeans, just regular.
Okay,
jeans.
so you had a little bit of
Okay,
thickness
so it's
there.
not that bad.
Okay. That poor.
So I would call it your crotch, not your dick. It's not like basketball shorts.
I
where,
was
like,
he had his. Okay, well,
Here.
his hand. So this is the edge of the desk.
Okay.
Hold on, I got
Here, just use my hand.
Here, I'm just gonna.
Oh my God, are you actually gonna do it? Here.
So the desk is here.
Okay.
His hand was on the edge of which I didn't realize, and I was basically leaning over.
You're like pretty much like straddling it and leaning over it.
he starts. He's like grinding.
You're welcome.
It's feeling
Thank
good.
God I didn't do that. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I would have died of fright.
I still would have hung myself.
Oh my God.
Now, wait a minute. Before we say goodbye, if you by accident gave me a boob rub with your bare hands, not bare boobed, but you definitely felt my boobs, but by accident, you wouldn't hang yourself. Give me a break.
No, not kidding. I
You
wouldn't.
wouldn't split.
Honestly, if it was clearly an accident, if it was like very clearly like I bumped into you, I just wouldn't say anything. But if it was like a then I'd be like, sorry.
Would you?
I have to tell you one thing. Marla would never let me do that.
This hurt. Okay.
So he gets to Nickelodeon you, and you. That's what.
Here come the tears. Ever since the Marla episode, I've been very sensitive.
But I just paid you a compliment.
I know, but
The reason
you know,
you're in the top 3 is he gets to TV studio produce you.
oh my God, this is so funny.
No parents around.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, whew, I'm tired. Are you ready to go? Let's
No.
go. Let's finish this thing.
Before he
I don't
puts
want-
his
before
dick on us.
exactly that, or God forbid, Brian get another text or alert on his iWatch or whatever.
that'll really send her over the edge.
I know.
She's
he obviously has.
She's a little fragile this evening.
He's got something
Don't worry.
really important.
It's
to
not a
do.
notification. I'm just checking the time to see when I can leave.
I mean, she got
He's just really, truly checking the
No.
time.
she got knocked off her pillar last episode, and
No.
then I just grazed her boob. Like
She never had a pillar though, but you know.
No, I guess I didn't.
I mean, you have a pillar like number 2 or 3, whichever one.
No. She intimidates me. She's number 1. Big time. She made me really nervous. Like really,
Jesus
truly
Christ.
nervous. It really was. I was like kind of shaking
Why?
a little bit. I don't know.
It's not that serious.
But it is to me.
It shouldn't be. That's why you're number 2.
But it is to her too. I can sense it.
That's why you're number 2.
I think it almost feels like you're the ex-wife meeting the new wife.
It does kind of feel like that a little bit. Or yes, it sure does.
Which one is she, the ex or the new?
I'm the new.
You know, I think it is.
I'm the new.
I think that they just opened up their relationship to a threesome, and you are the new woman.
I am. I know she put me at 1.5.
Like, would you like to put your vagina on the palm of my hand?
Like, you know, he does all those things with you, but you still don't live together, and you have no idea what his real life is like.
Like, like, would you like a finger blast?
Stop. Come
Also,
on.
and no, you can't come over for dinner.
Oh my God. I'm going to pee my pants. And look, the dog's even leaving. He's getting tired of all this.
He's done with your dirty
Oh
mouth.
God. You guys, thank you so much for listening this week and for just listening to Laura Kane After Dark in general. We really like doing it, and we hope you like listening to it.
I love doing it with you.
I love doing it with you too. Jeez. Brian, I actually do love doing it with you.
She loves doing it with you and I, Brian.
Great.
I love doing it with you.
Hey, you and I could do the Eiffel Tower.
Stop
Okay.
it. Okay. Erik,
All right.
Too far.
You watch where you put your crotch, and Laura, keep your boobs tucked in somewhere away, and stop spreading your legs in front of the camera. Sharon,
I didn't know it was that low.
Dude, why are you spreading your legs? Period. Plus, you have a giant screen right in front of you telling you.
I wasn't looking
Are
at
you
the
wearing
screen.
underwear?
You're a lady.
Yes, of course.
You're
I'm
wearing
still-
panties?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Still.
I was unaware. I'm sorry.
Why are you doing it in the first place?
Listen,
Because
she
I was trying to show you how.
You're wearing a dress.
Listen, she was unaware that she was beavering out everybody, just like I was unaware that my dick and balls were sitting on the back of
I got a woof of air. It's just like
Brian, you don't know by now that I do everything full out. Like,
yeah, I
had to do the
know
stance
that.
full out.
I know
have
that.
to
And I'm
do everything.
saying maybe you should.
I can't help it.
I think you can.
I really, truly.
You see, I disagree. Megan's making you uncross your legs in a dress and in front of the camera, being like, he was like this with his crotch, like what I'm doing now. His crotch out.
Okay, wait. Are you saying I did this on purpose?
Well, it wasn't an accident. You were reenacting something.
No. Yes, I was, but I was,
And you purposely opened your legs.
but not for like to be inappropriate.
Well, you only opened
I
when
know.
I said finger blast.
I don't know what I'm being accused of. I'm just
Okay. Anyways.
and laughing at the same time. I think you're going crazy.
Oh, my little one.
Okay. Hold
Let's
on.
just bring Marla back full time.
I know.
Man,
You
we
know
can
what?
do Erik and Friends After Dark.
Oh my God,
That'd be fun.
because I'm already dead after dark. You already, dude,
Dead After
you found
Dark?
you found your freaking new host.
If you die, yeah, we have
Hold
something
on.
to continue.
You have somebody in the wings.
Can you remove that?
You have somebody already waiting in the wings. It doesn't
Marla,
even
Karen,
matter.
and Erik after dark.
I feel like me and Erik could carry the show and just, bring in random guests.
Holy shit! Why is it getting this way now?
It's not like, no offense to you. I just feel like me and Erik could totally carry the show.
Wow!
Oh, she's,
Oh my God!
You're gonna-
Are you trying to tell? Is this an intervention?
What are we
Are you guys
intervening
kicking?
on?
Like, is this a regime takeover or
we're like,
something?
we're like, Laura, we're gonna go on a little drive.
The board's voted. You're actually, we're going to remove you.
Oh my
Pack a bag.
I'm being kicked off my own show. Oh my God, that's the way it feels. It's so weird. If you
Next
just-
week, it's
Brian
Brian and I sitting here, and you're behind the computer.
No, I'm nowhere.
Pissed off and mad.
You guys,
That would be fun. That'd actually be a funny
She'd
episode.
just be looking at her watch.
That would be a funny episode where just me and Erik do it.
Okay, I got a light bulb.
Oh boy.
We all play each other. Like, I'll play you. You play. Somebody has to play me. Would that be a funny episode?
I'll be you.
You be me. I'll be Brian. Brian Jew
Oh, that's amazing.
for a whole show.
I
Do you think you can carry that?
I think I could do you and Erik. I think I could carry the show. You know what we do is we just swap couch and chair. You guys
Hey, wait a
both
minute.
produce and I host.
Now I'm offended.
Okay, dude.
Exactly.
Have we created a monster?
We have.
Hey,
Oh my God.
everyone's getting younger. You guys are getting older.
Oh no. He ain't kid. He's not lying.
All the old late night hosts are
I've
retiring.
changed the scenario. Somebody's going on a drive, and it's not either one of them.
Did you drink that water he served us?
No.
I didn't serve you any water. It's your own damn water. I'm not, just because I'm young.
saying-
That would be
No,
funny because I have a blonde wig.
I was saying because you put something in it.
What
Hey,
water?
that'd be funny though.
What?
I could totally do you.
I know. Would you be into that?
Yeah, we can do that. That'd be funny.
And then I could totally do Brian for sure.
You
And-
could try.
Oh, easily.
Okay.
I'm an actress. Come on.
You have to also run the.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
All right, I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Okay.
That'd be fun.
I know, totally.
Oh, this is good.
Okay, it's coming soon.
Next week, Brian
Now I'm
came
gonna have
after
to,
dark.
I'm gonna have to wear one of your outfits too.
Okay, like you haven't done that before, but yes, I'll pick one out for you.
Oh, I could wear that bodysuit.
All I have to do is wear a ball cap and a hoodie.
Yeah.
I don't even have to put makeup on or anything.
We'll
Oh,
combine,
I have to put makeup on.
Oh, yes.
we'll combine your guys' names. You can be one person, and both of you can do. So we'll be Lorik Krimmer.
No, it'll be Erik Rimmer After Dark
True.
with producer Brian. With Brian Jones.
Producer Brian After Dark.
No, Erik moves into the top
Oh, I
spot.
see. So then next week we have to cycle one more time.
We'll just keep cycling. Oh my God, are we still filming? Yeah, we are filming.
Wait,
Yeah,
so
we
it's
are.
gonna be me. I'm you.
Right.
You're me.
No, I'm
That would be
Brian.
the same thing.
I'm Brian. Brian's you.
Oh, Brian. Okay, Brian's me.
There's only one variation that's actually different, and it's someone over here and me over there. Otherwise, it's
Watching Brian pretend he's gay is gonna be the best early Christmas present ever.
maybe a straight version of Erik.
If it actually gets on the
I was
air.
so pissed at Jerome, so I rubbed my dick over all the couches. So now they sell dick couches.
Oh,
It
he's
smell
gonna
like
be-
dick.
Suck a bag of dicks for drums.
This is going to be good. Okay, we'll suss this out for sure. For sure.
Oh, this
All
is
right.
gonna be great.
Thank you so much for watching and listening. Love your podcast. Mwah.
I love you so much, and you
Please
are
end it.
such a good sport.
Thank you.
And you're beautiful and smart and talented.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not going to say anything else.
No? Why? Why not? I love you. I love you.
I'm really uncomfortable.
Okay.
No, Brian,
It'll
executive decision.
It'll make me log out faster. Love your podcast.
Why did I grimace? I love you, my sweet babies. Bye.
No, Marla.
See you next week.
Marla.
Marla. Oh my God.